just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers, because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers.
The search for Nancy Guthrie is now in its second week, and her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, as you just heard, is asking for help. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. Savannah Guthrie says her family still believes Nancy is out there and appreciates the prayers they've so far received. She says they still need the public's help, though, as they keep looking. Nancy Guthrie was last seen January 31st at her home near Campbell and Skyline in the Catalina foothills. You see the location there on the map. That's where News 4 Tucson's Monica Garcia joins us live now. And Monica, what has gone on there today?
Hi there, Sean. Unfortunately, we were hoping to have more answers, as you just mentioned, entering that second week, but still so many questions. And here we are. We're back outside of Nancy Guthrie's house in this 9-day search it's turned out to be. And behind me, we have the Pima County Sheriff Deputy, as promised by the sheriff, that there's going to be that law enforcement presence that's going to maintain its presence outside the house. And this comes after yesterday. We had that renewed search efforts. Investigators back out here and searching the backyard, searching the different septic sewer tank areas, and that was all behind the house. And back out here in front of the home, you see that memorial that is starting to grow. We talked to someone who drove all the way down from the Phoenix area to put those flowers out here. Then you see some candles and some religious figurines. And so the latest that we have right now is we have a new statement from the FBI. Throughout this process, we have been told that the FBI has been behind the ones really investigating the suspected ransom notes. Now, the FBI is telling us today that they are not aware of any continued communication between the Guthrie family and the suspected kidnappers, nor have they identified a suspect or a person of interest in this case. So this is one of the first times that we've actually heard from the FBI themselves telling us that they don't have a suspect. Typically, it's the sheriff's department. And they also go on to say that additional personnel from the FBI field offices across the nation continue to come to Tucson, that they're currently operating a 24-hour command post that includes crisis management experts, different sort of support, investigative teams, and they are reiterating what we heard from Savannah Guthrie earlier, that they need the public's help. And we do have some of that sound from Savannah as she took to social media, her Instagram page, to deliver that heartfelt message. Take a listen.
No matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation.
All right, so let's talk about just the attention that this case, this unsolved case, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, has brought to Tucson, to the foothills. Let me step aside. Just the massive amount of media presence. I mean, we have been here since day one, and I can tell you it has tripled since the night that Nancy Guthrie went missing. I mean, the line of cars goes all the way down this road here, and then I'll have Ben whip around this way, and it continues all the way back there, and then even up some of the side streets. I'd say about 100 vehicles out here. I've gotten a lot of different messages from neighbors who walk by. They've talked to me as we're standing here, and mostly the message is, you know, keep it up. This is their message, that the Guthrie family, that their neighbors stand with you. And we have to remind folks about that $50,000 reward being offered by the FBI, and those billboards that have gone up all over our state. Sean, live from the foothills, I'm Monica Garcia. Back to you.
Okay, and if you have any information, they continue to put out that number, 1-800-CALL-FBI. And as we continue in this investigation, we continue to hear from not only the media, but professionals who are involved in the breaking cases, and that includes former FBI Assistant Director Frank Figluzzi. He's weighing in on the abduction of Nancy Guthrie as well. Take a listen.
Something has happened. Something in this latest communication has prompted the family to believe more, perhaps, than they have in the past, that they are dealing with, or are more likely than not dealing with, actual captors.
Now, Fagluzzi believes this latest communication, he says, to the family might have contained such an imminent threat to their mom that they've decided to pay. And for continuing coverage on the ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie, be sure and stay with News 4 Tucson on air on all of our social media platforms and at our website, KVOA.com/Nancy Guthrie.